My name is Nick Clement, and I'm the superintendent of Floyd Wells, but I'm also the co-chair of the Pima County School Board and Superintendent Collaborative. My purpose here tonight is provide information. As you know, I'm also limited in taking a position because of the fact that I'm always on the clock. I appreciate you being here, first of all, taking your time to be more informed. That's what this country is all about. So I'm going to go through a few slides to try to give you some information from a county perspective. We all have our kids in schools, and we know what is happening to individual schools and districts, but I think it's important for us to know what the impact it will have on our county. So I represent the 11 districts cumulative. I want to start by just talking about where we're at, kind of the baseline, because it's real important to know where Arizona stands. And you hear a lot of debate about this, but I think the census is a pretty reliable source. And if you see this chart, here we are, 2007, as far as our per pupil. We're very close to the bottom. We also know this. We know that the #1 factor in student achievement is the quality of the teacher. How do you attract quality teachers? Same way you attract highly skilled surgeons. You have to pay. You have to provide a level of salary that attracts the best. This is current. This is average teacher pay, $39,000. Starting teacher pay, $28,000. And to give a little perspective, here is by state. And being at the top is not good on this chart. So what does it cost in this county to educate? I think it's important to know how we're using our precious tax dollars. Because if I thought we were wasting money, I wouldn't be up here right now. So I did some math today, and I figured out by hour what it costs. And it's pretty consistent across all the districts. So we provide all of these things: transportation, the after-school sports and activities, and sometimes that means before school, the classroom instruction, and all of the training and coaching that goes into classroom instruction. All the fine arts. Some of you are missing some fine arts events tonight at your schools. You could look at, if you put our collective calendars together, there would not be a night open that we don't have something going on in our schools. Fine arts, career and technical education, the breakfast and lunch programs, the facilities, cleaning, maintaining, all of the facilities, and all that goes into that, including liability assurance. I could go on and on and on. We do that for about $30 a day per student. I did a little comparison. I was curious about this. So I took Las Cruces, and I looked at their per pupil spending, and I looked at their number of students, and I looked at their budget. In Las Cruces, New Mexico, it costs about over $7 an hour. Now, think about that. Right now, we're doing all those things pretty efficiently. How do you do that at less than $5 an hour? So collectively, here's what it looks like. If Prop 100 does not pass, it's $91,288,906. That does not come to the schools, and you have to think of it it doesn't come to this economy. That's if it doesn't pass. If it does pass, we are still going to have to reduce our budgets by $42 million. $91 million. When you look at every district combined, it's significant. So our major concern is, what does it do to our kids? Well, first of all, it increases class sizes across the board. Now I know, I'm not here to debate and argue, but there is an argument that class size doesn't matter. That we need to get over that. Well, let me suggest something. If somebody makes that argument, suggest that they spend one day in a first grade classroom with 20 to 25 kids, and then spend one day in a first grade classroom with 30 to 35 kids. I would even go further. Have them teach the class for the day. 2 years ago, I did that for 20 to 25 first graders, and I still am recovering. I'm not kidding. It was one of the most exhausting days that I've had. I would also suggest this. If class size doesn't matter, then if you're going to look at 2 private schools, and one private school has a class size of 20, and one private school has a class size of close to 30, which private school are you going to enroll your kid in?